Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm in Washington, D.C. at the Carpet One show, and I'm with Pami Bhullar, the Director of Retail Development for Stainmaster. Pami, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning to you and Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. Yeah, you do the top 10 resolutions for New Year's every year. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk a little bit, though, about your background and a little bit about Stainmaster. You've been focused for 20 years supporting the Stainmaster brand name at retail. Stainmaster, most people know the brand probably most recognized in the flooring business for nylon 6/6, and it's better in goods, right?
It is better in goods. Not only, Kemp, it is the most recognized, it is the most trusted also. Recognized I can buy, trust I have to earn one day at a time.
You're based out of Phoenix, but what you spend your time doing is going and helping retailers use your techniques to quit focusing on price and to sell better goods. Matter of fact, your background, you were a buyer at May Company, so you understand retail for over 30 years, right?
That is absolutely correct. I'm proud to say that I have put 39 years into and have learned a lot from a lot of great people. So my focus is always on how to make things simple and easy for the retail sales associate, because that is, at the end of the day, that's where the rubber meets the road. And even with that, on Stainmaster's side, we put a huge focus on simplicity, because simplicity sells. Today's customer says, save me time, I'll give you more money. And because of the kind of everybody was trying to differentiate, and we went so far into making things very complicated, we are on a train to make things simple.
You know, there's people in the world that have a glass half empty and a glass half full. And, we're watching gradual decline of share with soft surface. And you could run for the woods and hide or say, this thing's going to level out. And, despite the fact that maybe it's 45% share, it's still an $8 billion market. And there's plenty of people that love carpet, right?
That is absolutely correct. If you know, carpet is still the single largest category in the flooring. Yes, I think if you say Midwest and towards the East, people will still say, I'm getting more increasing hard surface. But I have visited several dealers in the last 8 to 9 months on the West Coast. That's where the trend of hard surface started, and now they're seeing a lot more soft surface coming back. And I'm very proud of that part, and it's good. The challenge we have is customers willing to buy better goods, sometimes because salespeople are not trained. They are good on the product knowledge, but they're not trained how to sell better goods. That's where I focus the most time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do research, and sometimes the salesperson thinks about their own wallet and can't understand that, Mrs. Jones is coming there. It may not be a big deal for her to spend $5,000 for flooring, and you need to give her the best product that she can afford, right?
Yeah, absolutely, that happens. That is one area, kind of, we call it the selling from the pocket. But the second part is, Kemp, that when it is complicated, when I can't explain comfortably and easily, guess what? I go to price. So price becomes kind of the fallback position. And in our industry, we have product knowledge is available everywhere. I can go to Google and find out something. Sales training, how to use that product knowledge in a simpler way to get the next sale, make the next customer, focus on the customer. Those are the things lacking, and that's where I focus my entire time.
Okay, so the takeaway from that comment, too, is that you think this might be a leveling out, that carpet might be taking a hold here where it stands now.
I believe it is leveling out, and other thing is happening is that consumers, because of the price disparity, they're buying better and better goods, and our salespeople and our retailers need to understand that and get onto that let's sell better goods because it is in a smaller area. And one last thing on that one is, Kemp, that because of the hard surface, now people are putting more and more cut and bound rugs on it, so that is on the increase. So I believe that carpet has good days to come.
And it's nothing better than 6/6, right?
You know my feeling. You said it, so I agree with that.
Okay,
yes.
All right, let's get to these resolutions. First, real quick, tell us, I think you've been doing this for a while. How did you get started doing these 10 resolutions?
Thank you. That is an amazing story, and that was not my intention. So what happened is there's a gentleman named John Marr with Carpet King. Bless his soul, he's no longer with us. And I, like 20-some years ago, he says, Pami, my people love what you do. Can you put together a couple things that they will do it this year? I did that. Next year, he says, that really worked. Can you put a few more? Then he started sending it to other people, and that is how I started. Now I can't get out of it. So every year I put together top 10 resolutions, and those resolutions are not only for flooring. Those are so universal, anybody in any industry can use it.
I remember John Marr up in Minneapolis, I think a 20-store chain, Carpet King.
Carpet King, that is correct.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the resolutions for 2019.
Well, my two favorite, I'll talk about it. One is Vision 2020. Normally I say what you're going to do this year, set your goals. If you don't have goals, you don't know how to achieve those. And then second part I say is pictorialize. Put it on a piece of paper so you can focus on those. This year, 2020 is such a powerful year, every year, that has two same digits, like 2020, 1919, or 2121. It happens once in 100 years. So, and plus 2020 means clear vision. Imagine yourself where you're going to be on December 31st, 11:59 p.m. 2020, and work your way back and focus on it. I would encourage every retailer to set goals for their personal life as well as for their business life and achieve those.
Now, that's 23 months from now, right?
It is 23 months from now, so let's get on to it.
Okay, all right. So imagine where you are 23 months from now and then develop a plan to get there.
Develop a plan and pictorialize, bring it down to maybe a quarter, maybe a month, however you want to, differentiate and bifurcate. But key thing is focus on, if you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going.
Okay. All right. Give us another.
The other one is be organized. Everybody tells you, and what happens is people will start be organized. They'll make a checklist and they try to do the simple, easy things. That's how it's in our DNA, to do easy things. I suggest make a list and look at something that creates the most value for you, your company, your customers, and society. No matter how difficult it is, start with that. If you take care of the big rocks first, the small rocks will always find their place.
All right, Pami, that's good. There's 2 of your 10. That's probably what we have time for. It's great to spend time with you. So just real quick, tell us the next quarter or so where you headed off to.
I'm going today to Wichita. We're doing an amazing private event for Coke employees there. Then I'll be services next week. But I just want to quickly say that your listeners, if they want all 10, they can actually reach out to me via email. I plan on having these put it on stainmasterlink.com, and it will be on LinkedIn also soon. So, because they are universal, they can use it for any industry.
All right, Pami, great to talk to you again. We're talking to Pami Bhullar, the Director of Retail Development for Stainmaster, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.